Very welcome, a very warm welcome to all of you to this class, lecture 5 of cell. And I think we will have one or two more lectures, and after that we'll finish this chapter. Okay. In the last lecture, by far, we have studied about the general description about the cell and general
Ma'am, by what time we'll start?
I'll mute to you all, and that'll be better. It'll be clear for everyone. Yeah. So general description of the cell, the discovery of cell, then the cell shapes, the cell size, then your different kind of cells, prokaryotic, eukaryotic cells, and then after that we did plasma membrane, the structure of the plasma membrane, fluid mosaic model. Then we studied about the cell wall, and then we studied about the modes of transport within the plasma membrane, inside the plasma membrane and outside the plasma membrane. There were diffusion, it was osmosis, then there was active transport, and the passive transport, their differences, the passive transport and their differences. Then after that we came on to nucleus. We studied about nucleus in detail. Then we did the overview. We looked at few of the organelles which were, non-membranous, then organelles which were single membraned, then organelles which were double membraned. Okay. So in the last lecture we discussed chloroplast and this mitochondria, the double membranous organelles in detail. So today we will discuss about non-membranous organelles. Then we will discuss about vacuoles, and we will discuss about the cell inclusions in today's class. And in the next lecture, we will take the overview of single membranous organelles. And because we've already done them, but we will discuss them a little bit, single membranous, and then we will discuss a few other microbodies. We'll discuss about them, like perioxins, glyoxysms, all these things. So let's start with the screen share. Today we are going to discuss about non-membranous organelles. So the next slide, as you see. Yeah. As you can see, this is a slide which tells us about ribosomes. Ribosomes we've already discussed a little bit, but we'll discuss a little bit more in detail over here. So this is a organelle which is a very small organelle. It is the smallest cell organelle, okay, which is freely occurring in cytoplasm. It is freely occurring in cytoplasm or cytosol, or it is found attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, as you all have seen. And it was first observed by George Palade. It was first observed by George Palade in 1853. Okay. So students, before I go any further, few things I want you to do. Take the screenshots, as many people are asking in the chat. You have to take the screenshots the way somebody took, and we can share it in the groups. You take the screenshots. I will wait for you to take the screenshots. You'll have to take the notes also. You have to take down the points also. And then you'll have to add few points. You'll have to, from the module, you will go into your module, look at the points which are not covered here, then you will have to add them. And hence you will have your notes ready with you. In biology, it's important to have notes with you because it is a descriptive science and we have to refer them again and again. ठीक है? आपको समझ आया यहाँ तक? So kindly please say, I'll wait. After every slide, I will wait for you to take the screenshot. Yes. So ribosome and centrosomes are two non-membranous organelles. Okay. So ribosomes, as I told you, as you can see in the picture also, they are non-membranous, dense and granular particles. They were first observed by George Palade in 1853. So they are named as Palade particles also, or Palade molecules, or Palade granules. They are called Palade granules also, named after the scientist who discovered them. They are the smallest cell organelles. They are the smallest cell organelles. One second. And it is composed of RNA and proteins. Ribonucleic acid, riboxynucleic acid, it is made up of RNA and proteins. And every ribosome, as you can see in the picture, every ribosome is made up of 2 subunits. One subunit, as you can see in the picture, I'm pointing out with the help of the arrow, is the large subunit, and the other one is a small subunit. As you can see, pinkish is the smaller one, and large one is purple, and they join together. So every ribosome is made up of 2 subunits, and they are attached by magnesium ions. जब भी सेल में मैग्नीशियम आयंस की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ जाता है तो ये राइबोसोम यूनिट्स आपस में अटैच हो जाते हैं लाइक दिस, और जब इनका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम हो जाता है तो ये उसके बाद ये डिटैच हो जाते हैं. They get attached like this the moment the concentration of magnesium ion increases in the cell. So this is about the structure of ribosome. Fine. Have you all taken the screenshot, beta? समझ आ गया आपको यहाँ तक? Simple है, समझ आ जाएगा. Good. So we'll move on to the next slide. हाँ, अब इस पे कई लोगों को डाउट होता है कि क्या है 70S, 80S. See, as I told you, ribosomes are made up of 2 subunits, one big, one small. So as you can see in this image over here, they are made up of 2 subunits. So there are 2 types of ribosomes. They occur in 2 types. One is 70S and one is 80S. S is the Swedberg unit, which is named after the scientist. The spelling of the Swedberg is not correct, so kindly ignore it. It is SVED, Swedberg unit. Okay? And they tell you about the density. They tell you about the density and the size of the particles. Swedberg unit tells us about the density and the size of the particles. So eukaryotic cells, all of them have 80S ribosomes. Okay, they all have 80S ribosomes, which are made up of 2 subunits. 80S ribosomes are made up of 40 and 60. But if you add 40 and 60, makes 100, but here we call it 80. तो वो जो 20S का काउंट है वो इन दोनों यूनिट्स को आपस एडजस्टमेंट में यूटिलाइज हो जाता है. ओके, वो आपस में एडजस्ट जब करते हैं तो वो यूटिलाइज हो जाता है. तो ये है 80S, which is made up of 2 subunits. One is 40S subunit, one is 60S subunit. Now what is S? S is the Swedberg unit, named after the scientist who discovered this concept, and it is a measure of density and the size of the particles. And this 80S is found in eukaryotic cell, and 70S is found in the prokaryotic cell. Now I'll take your doubts. Yes, it is a Swedberg unit. Yes, Nikhil, it is a Swedberg unit, which is also known as sedimentation unit. Yes, it is also known as the sedimentation unit. Swapnil Bhaumik, you have asked what are granule substance. Granule substances are the substances which are granular in nature. मतलब कुछ grains जैसे होते हैं वो. Okay, they are not membranous, they are granules, granular. Ma'am, Sarah, we have not received the recording of lecture 3. Beta, from which branch are you, Sarah? Sarah, just write down from which branch are you? Borivali. Oh, I have sent it. I have shared it with Ojaswi Gundalia from Borivali branch. She should post it in the 9th B group, or I will post it in the 9th B doubts group myself. Is that okay? Okay. Ma'am, you can repeat which one is present in eukaryote and which one is present in prokaryotic cells. Okay, I will see. Jhalak. Okay, let me answer to you, Jhalak. I have recordings of lecture 2, lecture 3, lecture 4. Okay. I have recordings of lecture 3, lecture 2, lecture 3, lecture 4. Okay, and lecture 1 I have provided you with notes. Fine. Lecture 1 का recording नहीं है. Lecture 2 onward सारे recordings हैं. So I will forward them into the group, your doubt groups. और दूसरा क्या है कि 9th standard में we will not stick to that 9th A का क्या है, 9th B का recording क्या है, 9th C का recording क्या है. 9th standard का सबका recording uniform होता है. Okay, it is uniform recording. Now, Ojasvi, your question is why Swedberg unit is also called as sedimentation unit. See, sedimentation unit से क्या मतलब होता है, जब भी cells को क्या करते हैं, centrifuge में घुमाते हैं. Okay, and then they study after moving them, running them in the centrifuge. That is a machine which rotates the cells. सारे components अलग अलग रेट पे sedimentation होता है उनका, अलग अलग रेट पे उनका sedimentation होता है. Okay, so based on that sedimentation unit, their sedimentation rate or the coefficient is decided. So ma'am, so all of you, you know what, we'll not go that much detail into that. Okay, Swedberg unit जो होता है, Swedberg unit is the unit which tells us about the density, how dense that particle is, and which tells us what is the size of particles. So why are magnesium ions attached to ribosomes? And why are magnesium? Yeah, because they are the ones, they act as a catalyst. Magnesium ions are the ones, देखिए हर inorganic and organic compound का कोई ना कोई function होता है. Okay, so magnesium ions वो facilitate करते हैं. Magnesium ions की वजह से दोनों units attach होते हैं. और वो attach क्यों होते हैं? Why do these both of the units attach? Because whenever this protein synthesis takes, they have to get attached to each other. Fine. I will just write down. Correct it over here. It is Swed. Okay, Swedberg. Berg is correct in this. B-E-R and G. Don't mind my handwriting. It's difficult to write with this annotation pen. Okay. Ma'am, what means? Okay, I'll scroll your questions back and I'll answer them one after the other. We will chat. This is the chat session right now. Swapnil said, what are granule substances? substances which looks like grains, which are not membrane bound, are granular substances. Yes, Swedberg unit is also called as sedimentation unit. Where does 20S go? It goes inside when both the units get attached to each other. Ma'am, we have not received recording. We will get difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic ribosomes. I told you it's a difference lies in the size and number of the proteins and amount of RNA present. Okay, but Tanisha, ma'am, we are not going to calculate and we are not going to go in that biochemical details right now. So till now, this is enough for us to learn. Okay, ma'am, that means we have 80S, right? If it is a measure of density, then how 20S is disappearing? Does magnesium, it is adjusting inside. आपस में जब दोनों adjust होते हैं तो कुछ portion अंदर छुप जाता है. Okay, Meet Vola, you will get the recordings, beta, lecture 3 ka. Then I've answered this question. Ma'am, can this unit be compared? No, beta. As of now, I don't know. I don't think so. Ma'am, in ribosomal protein. So the number of proteins which are present will not go into that biochemical detail as of now. Magnesium ions, keep them attached. Yes, Vrishank, it's the role of magnesium ions. And if the concentration of magnesium ion reduces, दोनों units आपस में हट जाते हैं. What, ma'am, that means we have 80S, right? I don't understand your question, Shushti Patil. So eukaryotic ribosomes are denser than, yes, as it says. Yes, they have, eukaryotic ribosomes have more proteins and more RNA material. Ma'am, can this be, no. Ma'am, you can type in, okay. So, Rupesh Tripathi, it is not a ribosomal protein. I'm not going to talk on those lines, bache. What is the main function of ribosomes? Soham. So main function of ribosomes, we are just coming. We'll discuss about it. I'll show you. What is the functional difference between both the types of functional difference? कुछ नहीं है, they are same. But यही है structural difference, ये है कि eukaryotic ribosomes जो होते हैं, they many of them are attached on the ER. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum पे attached होते हैं. Mohak Gujjar, yes, that's a confusion. 6 to 40, 100S होता है, but यहाँ पर 20S जब दोनों units आपस में attach होते हैं तो उसके adjustment में 20S जो है वो hide हो जाता है, इसलिए इसको 80S कहते हैं. What is the main function of ribosome? We'll study just now. So now I will move on to the next slide. Now the major function of ribosomes is protein synthesis. It helps in protein synthesis. Okay, I'll just remove this with an eraser. Swedberg. Okay. Yes, very, very important. Now, can you see mRNA is shown in this picture? This is the picture which depicts protein synthesis. mRNA, which comes from the nucleus, comes out in the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm में वहाँ राइबोसोम से उसकी मुलाकात होती है. तो mRNA के अंदर एक स्पेस होती है जहाँ इंफॉर्मेशन होती है start the process. Okay, then this mRNA starts moving from this direction to this direction. Lot of ribosome get attached. ये दोनों units आ गए किसी ने अभी पूछा था कि यूनिट अटैच क्यों होते हैं, व्हाई डू दीज यूनिट्स गेट अटैच्ड? तो ये दोनों यूनिट्स अटैच इसलिए होते हैं, ये यूनिट ये इसलिए अटैच होते हैं क्योंकि इन्हें प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस परफॉर्म करना होता है. सो ये एज यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं ये दोनों यूनिट सेपरेट हो गए, इनका काम हो गया, ये सेपरेट हो गए. सो व्हेन दे हैव टू स्टार्ट दैट प्रोसेस, दिस mRNA gets arranged in a bead and a string fashion. ये beads है, इनको आप beads समझ लीजिए. ये राइबोसोम 1, राइबोसोम 2, राइबोसोम 3, ऐसे खूब सारे राइबोसोम्स हैं. Lots of ribosomes, they get attached on the string of RNA, where string is of mRNA or the messenger RNA coming from the nucleus, and these beads are nothing but ribosomes. और इस पूरे स्ट्रक्चर को हम पॉलीराइबोसोम्स भी कहते हैं. इसको हम पॉलीराइबोसोम्स भी कहते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? पॉलीराइबोसोम्स, because 1, 2, 3 lot of ribosomes are getting attached on this single strand of RNA. So they are known as polyribosome unit also. Now as you can see, this mRNA has started. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा बीड बनना शुरू हुआ, एक अमीनो एसिड स्टिक हुआ, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, एक चेन बनना शुरू हो गया. यहाँ पर ये चेन कंप्लीट हो गया, स्टॉप इंफॉर्मेशन आ गई. नाउ चेन का कंप्लीशन हो गया, चेन प्रोटीन चेन बाहर निकल गया. It has been created, protein chain has been synthesized, so it goes out from here, and again ribosome get detached. Again वो detach हो जाते हैं. Ribosome will get detached into 2 units like this. Right? ये आपका protein synthesis का process complete हो गया. That is the reason ribosomes are called as protein factories, or they are also known as engines of cell. They are also known as engines of cell or protein factories of cell. So I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes and you can take the screenshot. Okay. So have you all taken the snapshots, screenshots? So I'll just talk about it over here. So mRNA, as I explained you, it comes out from the nucleus through the nuclear pore into the cytoplasm. ये सारा process cytoplasm के अंदर हो रहा है. This entire process is taking place inside the cytoplasm. mRNA, as it comes out, two subunits of ribosome, they come together. Fifth, they start the process of making the protein chain. See, the first bead of protein chain is seen over here. Then the protein chain increases. The moment the protein chain is completed, they again get separated. They detach in the end. Because, yeah, somebody asked me, why do subunits of ribosome detach? Salot, hate Salot. Yeah, because that process has to end now. Okay. What is this image called? This image is of protein synthesis. This image is showing protein synthesis. Okay. Okay. What is this whole structure? Whole structure नहीं बेटा, ये सारे के सारे जब राइबोसोम्स अटैच हो गए, सो ये बीड एंड स्ट्रिंग स्ट्रक्चर कहलाता है. ये अरेंजमेंट जिसको हम बोलते हैं बीड ऑन स्ट्रिंग. These are the beads and mRNA का जो strand है, that is a string. This structure is in a fashion of bead and string. And since the number of ribosomes are more than one, so this entire unit is called polyribosomes. I am okay. Yeah. You can hear me, na? Ma'am, what we have learned before ribosome, I have a bit of nothing. We started with I'll just go through the last slide also again. I will go through the last slide. I'll just show you the last slide. This one. Basically, they're the structure. Okay. 80S type of ribosome and 70S type of ribosome. 80S is found in eukaryotic cells and 70S is found in prokaryotic cells, and 80S is made up of two subunits, 40S subunit and 60S subunit, and this one is made up of 30S and 30S and 50S subunit. Okay. Now, okay, the question from Soham Aswani. लंबा सारा question है आपका. Ma'am, during protein synthesis, the specific nucleotide sequence is converted. Yes, that's true. But we are not doing the biochemistry right now. We are studying cytology, cell structure. So we'll stick to the cell structure. We'll not study about the biochemical phenomena. So, abhi hum log फिर next. Have you taken the screenshot? Are all no, not all ribosomes get attached to mRNA. Not all of them. सारे ribosomes पे नहीं होता है. mRNA, what is it? Question is mRNA. mRNA is a messenger RNA which has the information inside it to which protein has to be encoded with the help of ribosome. And this mRNA is created inside the nucleus. Okay, they are created by the DNA. Ma'am, why do they get attached? Hital Kukreja. They get attached because if they cannot get attached, they'll not be able to make protein chain. What happens to mRNA after detaching? Okay. After detaching, it goes away. mRNA gets disintegrated. Now, so we'll not talk much about the protein synthesis enough. We have to discuss more about the cell structure right now. Okay, can you see the next screen? What happens is subunits of ribosomes, they get detached and they stay like that in the cytoplasm. Can you see the new? Moksh Patel, I have a question for you. Moksh Patel, are you that Rubik cube guy from Borivali? Say yes or no. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I was there na that competition which happened at Wagad. So I was there. I was the one who conducted that competition. Okay. So that's why your name looked familiar to me. Okay. I'm Tanisha. Ma'am, different ribosomes get attached different times. Yes. Different ribosomes get attached to the different types at different times. Okay. Now we move on to another. So let's. So अभी तक आप लोगों को समझ आ गया? Have you understood? Have you understood now? Till now? Okay. Where do the detached ribosomes? They again go into the cytoplasm. They again go into the cytoplasm. Okay, 1 second. The 1 second, Daksh. Yes, Daksh, tell me.
Ma'am, I have a question that
Yes, tell me.
in 80S ribosomes, why does 20S go for adjustment, and in other one 70S only 10S go for adjustment?
Because 70S is a smaller one, ना? अगर 20S चला जाएगा तो वो और छोटा हो जाएगा.
Okay, ma'am.
है ना, सब यूनिट्स उसके स्मॉल है सारे.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye-bye. Now we'll move on to the another single-celled organelle. Now you pay attention over here. I'll take your doubts and I'll ask you. I'll do the this rapid. Now हमारा जो question answer session हुआ करेगा बीच में, उसको हम बोलेंगे rapid fire round. The way it is done in the quizzes etc. And उसमें क्या रहेगा? उसमें what will happen is कि first 5 people, first 5 answers, I will call out their names and I'll sort of, call out the names and I will sort of congratulate them. First 5 will be the winners. Next time में अगर वो first 5 ने फिर से दिया तो उनको नहीं, फिर next 5 को मैं count करूँगी. ठीक है? Is that fine? Shall we do it? Okay. Fine. Now अब इसमें तो राइबोसोम का मैंने फिनिश किया. Okay. Now I'll take few more doubts before I go further. Meet Vora. What's your doubt, beta? No. What's your doubt? You wrote you have a doubt? Miss, after again, yes, they can attach again. Yes, they can attach again. Ribosomes have a lifetime. Yes, all the organelles, if you look at, on an average, have a lifetime. Okay. Now, centrosomes, another single membranous organelle, very important organelle. Non-membranous, sorry about that. It is a non-membranous organelle, cylindrical organelle actually. Basically ये एक centrosome का बड़ा confusing होता है structure. इसमें अक्सर करके children get very confused. It is like this, a round sort of a structure, and it has 2 centrioles. It has 2 centrioles which are cylindrical. Fine. 2 centrioles which are cylindrical. और ये जो सेंट्रियोल के आजू बाजू थोड़ा एक मटेरियल लगा रहता है, अमॉर्फस मटेरियल लगा रहता है, उसमें ये सस्पेंडेड रहते हैं। अमॉर्फस मटेरियल क्या होता है? अमॉर्फस मतलब कोई भी मटेरियल जिसका कोई शेप नहीं होता, ऐसे कुछ मैटर होता है, उसके अंदर ये दो cylindrical centrioles are attached. Okay, and in that structure lot of microtubules like this jutting outside are seen. This is the structure of centrosome. So many people ask me, ma'am, what's the difference between centriole and centrosome? तो सेंट्रोसोम एक स्ट्रक्चर होता है जिसके अंदर दो सेंट्रियोल्स लगे रहते हैं. These centrioles are cylindrical in shape and they are attached in, in a perpendicular fashion to each other. They are attached in the perpendicular fashion to each other. Hitul Kukreja, beta, I will just pay attention. I will tell you. Yes, somebody asked, Vrishim Tapnis, you asked that question. What is how centriole and centrosomes are different? Hitul, I will tell you the function of centrosome. अभी आप रुक जाओ जरा. तो ये centrosome जो है, centrioles जो होते हैं cylindrical substances होते हैं, as you can see, structures होते हैं, and they are attached perpendicular to each other. ठीक है. बाहर एक कुछ अमॉर्फस मटेरियल होता है जो इनको बाइंड करके रखता है. अमॉर्फस मटेरियल का मतलब किसी मटेरियल का कोई शेप और साइज नहीं हो एग्जैक्ट, एंड दे आर माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स अटैच्ड टू द एंटायर स्ट्रक्चर आउटसाइड. दे आर रेडिएटिंग आउटसाइड लाइक दिस, द वे माय कर्सर इज शोइंग. सो दिस इज द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर. नाउ दे आर ओनली फाउंड इन plant cells. They are absent in, they are only found in animal cells, they are only found in animal cells except amoeba, and in plant cells they are absent. Plant cells में polar caps करके होता है एक structure, वो उसका काम centrosome का वो पूरा करता है plant cell में. Okay, तो ये centrosome का काम plant cell में polar caps करते हैं. Now, let's study about centrioles in detail. Now, centrioles, they are hollow cylinders made up of microtubules. ये cylinders भी microtubules के बने होते हैं. They are perpendicular to each other, as you can see in the picture also. They are perpendicular, they are placed perpendicular to each other. Now, main function. Whenever cell division occurs, then these centrioles also divide. ये centrosome replicate हो जाता है, दो centrosomes बन जाते हैं ऐसे, and they move to opposite poles of the cell during cell division. Okay, they move to the opposite poles of the cell during cell division. वहां चले जाते हैं और वो होता है ना स्पाइडरमैन की तरह, फिर वहां से माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स स्पाइडरमैन की तरह निकालते हैं. स्पिंडल फाइबर्स, जैसे स्पाइडरमैन नहीं करता है अपना जूं से फाइबर्स निकालता है, वेब निकालता है, वैसे ये भी अपनी तरफ से फेंकते हैं. वो उधर से फेंकता है, एक दूसरे पोल से फेंकता है, और स्पिंडल फाइबर्स बन जाते हैं. सो आई विल शो यू द डायग्राम ऑफ दैट एज वेल. Now you can see here. Can you see it? I'll take the doubts after this, after I finish this slide. Functions of centrosome. They produce spindle fibers during cell division. Now, as you can see, this is one centrosome, two perpendicular centrioles over here, another centrosome, two perpendicular centrioles over here, and they have thrown these spindle fibers over here. यहाँ पर आप देखिए spindle fibers, ये fibers दिख रहे हैं. इसने भी स्पाइडरमैन की तरह अपना वेब फेंक दिया, इसने फेंका और इसने फेंका, और इन्होंने स्पिंडल एपरेटस, इस पूरे इसको हम बोलते हैं स्पिंडल एपरेटस. और जो ये क्रोमोसोम्स हैं, I had told you in your last classes, last lectures when I was teaching you, that chromosomes have kinetochores. Kinetochores kind of rounded structures which are studied outside in the center. So ये kinetochores जाके attach हो जाते हैं spindle fibers में. Kinetochores help the chromosomes attach to these spindle fibers. Okay, so this is the main and the most important function of centrosome. और क्या है कि सारे टाइम तो सेंट्रोसोम कोई और फिजियोलॉजिकल मेटाबॉलिक फंक्शन कुछ नहीं करता है, वो बस बैठा हुआ चिल करता रहता है सारे टाइम. ही टेक्स अ चिल पिल. ओके, बट देन व्हेनेवर सेल डिवीजन कम्स तो सारे ऑर्गेनल्स तो चुप हो जाते हैं और ये बंदा एक्टिव हो जाता है. व्हेनेवर सेल डिवीजन हैपेंस then centrosome comes into action and then he does all the action. Yeah, आपको समझा? Then another function of centrosome is it gives rise to cilia, flagella in animal cells. Cilia मतलब hair like structures होते हैं जो वो आपके इस centrosome से ही develop होते हैं. Flagellas also arise from centrosomes only in the case of animal cells. And in plant cells, they are absent. Okay, so I'm stopping over here. Kindly take the screenshots. And okay, Chetali has not understood the function of centrosome. Now I have a question over here. This is a question for you all. Who can write the function of centrosome in the chat box? And let me see if it is open for everyone. Chat. Is the chat open for everyone? No. Yes. Yes, very good, Pranav Arora. It helps to produce spindle fibers. Very good. It helps in cell division. How? By producing spindle fibers. Very good. Very good. It produces spindle fibers. Very good. So answers are there already. It helps to produce spindle fibers. And then another is it helps to develop. It helps to develop cilia and flagella. Everyone, 1 second. It helps in now. Everybody will be able to see the chats. Oops. Now. That's okay. That's okay. Astral microtubules. Remember in that centrosome के उसमें microtubules बाहर जो jutting थे, they are star-like. They star-like features दिखते हैं. Those are astral microtubules. वो उसमें already jutting रहते हैं centrosome में right from beginning. Now you've got the answer. Now who's going to tell me? There's a question from Kshitij. What is tRNA? Beta Kshitij, let's focus on centrosome right now. We'll talk about it later. Fine. Achha, chalo, Swapnil has given the answer also. It is transfer RNA. Now what is the function of transfer RNA? What is the function of transfer RNA? ट्रांसफर आरएनए का फंक्शन होता है कि वो जो अमीनो एसिड्स के मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं जो प्रोटीन की बीड में लगते हैं, दे कैरी दैट, दे ट्रांसफर समथिंग. व्हाट डू दे ट्रांसफर? दे ट्रांसफर दोज बीड्स, अमीनो एसिड मॉलिक्यूल्स टू फॉर्म द चेन. ओके. Astral microtubules are also, part of the spindle apparatus only. They help in the development of spindle apparatus. Now the next. So with this, I'm going to ask you questions now. Okay? Rapid fire round. Okay. First question out. What is the name of the scientist who discovered ribosomes? What is the name? Palade. Very good, Navya. Very good, Navya. Okay. First five. Stop now. Stop. Got the answers. First five. Only first five को मिलेगा. बस अभी खत्म करो. Navya is the first one. Second is Vrushank. Third is Nikhil. Fourth is Om Bhaviskar. And fifth is Naman Kansara, George Palade. चलो सिक्स भी बोल देती हूँ. सिक्स है सृष्टि पाटिल. ठीक है. सेवेंथ इज ओजस्वी. सो आई विल काउंट टिल सेवेंथ. I'll count till 7. Okay. Now, next question. Okay. How many subunits do ribosomes have? Quickly. First 7. Very simple. Okay. No. Stop. हो गया. First is Rupesh Tripathi. Second is Himani Patil. Third is Anushka Manchala. Fourth is Dhruv. Fifth, Naman. Sixth, Veer Shah. Seventh, Moksh Patel. So, that's it. Okay. Simple. Where does mRNA come from? Okay. First is Pranav Arora. Though spelling is wrong, it comes from nucleus. Ishan. Second is Ishan nucleus. Rupesh, it does not come from DNA. DNA replicate करता है. DNA उसको बनाता है, but वो आता है nucleus से. So third is Ojaswi. Fourth is Swapnil. Fifth is Veer Shah. अभी मैं इसको publicly बंद कर दूंगी so that you cannot copy each other's answers. ठीक है? Fine. Only I'll be able to see. And I'll name them. Okay. Now, what is the name given to the structure? What is the name utilized when lot of ribosomes come and attach to the mRNA? Polyribose. Very good. I got the answers. Bus stop. First is Sarah. No. First is not Sarah. One second. Lot of answers now. First is Navya, polyribosomes. Second is Pranav, polyribosomes. Anushka, bead on string is the name of the arrangement, but not name of those molecules together. Third is Sara Kathuria. Fourth is Tanishka. Fifth is Aditya. Sixth is Om. Seventh is Veer Shah, but your spelling is wrong. Veer Shah. And Abhishek Chaudhary next. Okay. And that arrangement is bead on string. That's also close. I'm happy about that answer also. Now, next answer. What happens when the protein is made? Finished. That process of protein synthesis ends. Okay. But stop now. Now I'll look at the answers. Stop. I'm not accepting any more answers. Okay. The answer is recycling नहीं ये recycling बेटा recycling नहीं बोलेंगे मैं I was not looking for that answer. Anushka, you are correct. Ribosomes get detached. Abhishek, you are also correct. They get detached. Ribosomes get detached. Visha, third number, they separate. Very good. Ishan, Bhavsar, separation of two ribosome, subunits of two ribosomes. Yes. Then Rudra, you are also correct. They detach. They detach. Okay. Network. There's a network issue right now. So I will join again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Say, okay, fine. There was a network issue. So I'll just, 1 second, let me come back. Yeah, can you, 1 second? Can you see the screen of centrosome? Okay, good. Yeah. So, uh, so this was these were the, acha, Swedberg unit. What does Swedberg unit tell us about the ribosomes? What does it measure? Density. Very good. It measures density and size. Yes, stop. Got the answers now. Stop the answers. Okay, the first five answers are Virsha, first, density. Ishan, you've said density, correct? Sara Kathuria, density. Ojaswi, density. Yes. Hetul, density. Anushka, very good. Density and size. Swapnil Bhaumik, density. Pranav Arora, size. Moksh Patel, good. Density and particle size. Beta, you've not, Arya, I'll just take the answers, density and particle size. Arya, third number, density and particle size. Tanisha, density and size, fourth. Paridhi Agarwal, density and size, fifth. And then Navya, Advay, density and size, sixth. And mostly all of you have written density. It is density and size both. Either you've written size and Supriya Mishra, density is correct, seventh. So we have got all the answers right now. Correct, you've learned it well. Okay, now next question. I'll change the slide. I'll move on to this. Now centrosomes. How many centrioles do they have? Okay. Very good, very good, very good, very good. I'll not call out the names too. First is Sara, second is Moksh, third is Abhishek, fourth Ishan, fifth Soham, sixth Anushka, seventh Supriya. Very good. Now stop the answers. How are they attached? How are they arranged with each other? Centrioles. Perpendicular. Pranav, yes. Very good, very good, very good. Well, stop the answers. I've got all the answers. Pranav Arora, first. Perpendicular. Anushka, 2. Visha, 3. Naman, 4. Moksh Patel, 5. And Vrishank, 6. And Navya B, 7. Himani Patel, Dhruv. Okay, 7 I've called. Rest all answers were also correct. Okay. What are the structures which are seen jutting out of the centrosomes? The structures. Okay, Arman, I know that. Okay, fine. They are microtubules. Very good. They are microtubules. Microtubules, correct. Okay, now I'm not counting the numbers because it is taking a long time. So next question is, what are centrioles enclosed with in the centrosome? What kind of material are they enclosed inside? Surrounded. Yes, Sara Kathuri, amorphous. Yes, Dhruv, amorphous. Advay, amorphous. Yes, yes, very good. Yeah, amorphous material. They're enclosed with. Okay. Okay. Now one more thing. What are centrioles made up of? Centrioles, those cylindrical centrioles. What are they made up of? They are made up of micro. Very good, Moksh Patel. Very good, Sara. Very good, Pranav. They're made up of microtubules. Very good. Acha. Now let's move on to the next slide. Ka jo question hai. What is the main function of centrosomes? They help in cell division. Yes, all the answers are correct. How? Chaitali, very good. They help in cell division. They help in the formation of spindle fibers. Sara, spindle fibers. Pranav Arora, spindle fibers. Ishan, Ojasvi. Moksh, correct. Don't call cell division, yes, but in what way? Kshitij, you've written cell division. Advay, you've written cell division. Ojasvi, you've written cell division. Paridi, you've written. That's not correct answer. Correct answer is spindle fibers during cell division. Okay. Then what is the process? What is the other function of centrosomes? Give rise to cilia. Other function of centrosome is give rise to cilia and flagella. Okay, so my rapid fire round ends with this. I'll move on to another part of the lecture. These are vacuoles. That was fun. You liked it, Pranav? How many liked it? Just tell me. Yeah, me. Okay. Oh, you all liked it. Loved it. Oh, good. Rapid fire is fun. Okay, I'll do it. Fine. Yeah, I'll get extra questions also. Normally, I ask questions from the content which I'm teaching. So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun for me also. I have to tell you. मुझे भी अच्छा लगा. मुझे भी मजा आया. And Arman, I know, beta, if you cannot type, fine. That's okay. Don't worry. Okay. Now let's move on to vacuoles. See, Abhi, या चोको पाई मैंने खाई थी. यस, नहीं खाई अभी नहीं. अभी तो शॉपिंग नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कोरोना की वजह से. everything all my pantry is coming to an end now. Okay. Now, next, vacuoles. Moksh, I will unmute you little later. Okay, let me unmute you. Raise your hand, Moksh, then. Mohan Gujar, actually, not Moksh. It is. 1 second, huh? I have to once, let me finish with vacuoles, then I will do your unmute wala session. Okay, when you'll get to talk and ask. Fine? See, टॉकिंग ऑफ वैक्यूल्स क्या होता है, बहुत बुक्स में इसको सेल इंक्लूजन्स में इंक्लूड किया जाता है और बहुत सारी बुक्स में इसको सेल इंक्लूजन्स में नहीं इंक्लूड किया जाता है. So I will take it as a separate entity, not in under the heading of cell inclusions. Okay, but they are not considered as cell organelles, proper cell organelles. Okay, 1 second. Huh? They are not considered to be proper cell organelles. They are basically membrane bound structures. Okay, they are membrane bound structures. They are single membrane स्ट्रक्चर्स जिनका मेम्ब्रेन होता है और प्लांट सेल में बेसिकली इस मेम्ब्रेन को हम टोनोप्लास्ट कहते हैं. प्लांट सेल में इसको हम टोनोप्लास्ट कहते हैं. एज यू कैन सी इन प्लांट सेल एंड इन एनिमल सेल, आप अगर देखोगे तो एनिमल सेल में और प्लांट सेल में बड़ा फर्क होता है. प्लांट सेल में इट इज सेंट्रली लोकेटेड लाइक दिस, बिल्कुल सेंट्रली लोकेटेड होता है, ये लार्ज होता है, ह्यूज होता है. And in animal cells, they are small here and there, छोटे छोटे, है ना, small, not very important. यहाँ पर ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, it's very huge, very big, prominent in cell division, in plant cell. ये बहुत बड़ा yes, it is permanent in plant cells. Yes. Oops. Has the slide changed? 1 second, sorry. Yeah. So, and plant cell mein it has, you know what, it can occupies 90% of the cell. And in animals, as you can see, there are very many, but chote here and there. Plant cell में जो membrane होता है, इसकी cell sap. So the next slide in this, functions of vacuoles. भाई अभी vacuoles हैं, इनका function क्या है? Arman, we don't have to bother of ER in this. You just pay attention on vacuoles. Mainly वो diagram मैंने इसीलिए लिया कि vacuoles पे focus कर रहा है. Okay? So endoplasmic reticulum हम लोग अलग से diagrams हमने already study किया हुआ है अपने lectures में, पर एक अगली क्लास में मैं आपको दिखा दूंगी एक बार ही फिर diagrams भी. Or that generalized cell का diagram which I always show, we get to see endoplasmic reticulum. So function of vacuoles in animal cells, majorly they store water, glucose, amino acids. And in animal cells, food vacuole, for example, amoeba के अंदर food vacuole बनता है. It engulfs food particles and it makes food vacuole. And then in amoeba only, and in other protozoans like paramecium, etc., there is a contractile vacuole also. Okay, and that name was big, so I did not write paramecium over here. So contractile vacuole, दो type के vacuoles मिलते हैं. And now what does this contractile vacuole does? It regulates the water content. Water बहुत ज़्यादा भर जाता है तो उसको वो बाहर भेज देता है. So osmoregulation is the function of contractile vacuole. Okay. Is my voice quality better now? Is it okay? Yeah, so kindly bear with that. There's some network issue today, little bit. Is it better now? Voice quality good or bad? Good, fine. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Then in plant cell, as you see, it stores resins. Cell sap is there now. That cell sap in plant cell inside the vacuole. Cell sap is present. It stores resins, gums, sugar, amino acids, proteins, minerals, and lot of excretory material also, waste material also. Okay. So I will go a little slow. So in plant cells, they store resins, gums, sugar, amino acids, proteins, minerals, and waste material. Is that speed okay, Mehak? Gums मतलब वो gum होती है ना, glue. That glue. And then another function is it gives rigidity and turgidity to the cell. Cell को strength देता है, rigid बनाता है, turgidity देता है. Okay. Now the next and the last slide is about cell inclusions. Cell inclusions. Okay, we're going to end the chapter now. This lecture now. Cell inclusions, as you see, they are the non-living components of the cell. Turgidity, beta daksh, it is turgidity मतलब उसको strength देना, tightness देना. Okay, Rupesh, you want to take the screenshot? Are you all taking the screenshot, children? Are you all? Don't forget to do that. Okay, good. So I'll move on to the next slide. Last अभी मैं एक बार सारे slides को एक बार चलाऊंगी. आप लोग फिर ले जो भी भूल गया है वो. So cell I will cell inclusions जो है वो non living component होता है cell का. And वो क्या क्या include करता है? It includes reserve food. हाँ, reserve food it includes, and it includes other in the form of following things, in the form of following substances, like in the form of grains. So starch grains are stored in the form of grains. An example is seen in potato tuber. Now here, this gray colored picture, as you can see, these are the real images which I picked from the Googles. ये real image है उसकी starch grains की. This I've taken from the potato tuber. Okay, then granules. These are the glycogen granules in the liver cells. Liver में granules आपको दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पर. Tuber means potato. This is a root and stems. Root tuber. Potatoes are the root tubers, na? So these are the glycogen granules which are seen in the liver, and here, and then droplets, oil droplets. So this third picture, सबसे first ऊपर जो picture है round this cursor, if you can see, these are the globules of fat droplets, oil droplets. And where are they? They are present in the fat cells. They are present in the fat cells. With this, we finish the lecture. With this, we finish the lecture, and you can, we can take 5 minutes to answer the doubts. Okay, Swapnil, आप अपना hand raise करो पहले. Swapnil, huh? Yes, Swapnil.
What is the
Yeah,
difference
Sapna.
between ma'am? What
Yes.
is the difference between asters, microtubules, and spindle fibers?
अच्छा, एस्टर्स माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स देखो, एस्ट्रल माइक्रो ऑलरेडी उसमें सेंट्रोसोम में लगी हुई होती है, फाइन. And spindle fibers are the structures which come out and develop during the cell division. Okay. And astral microtubules do not participate in any way in the cell division process. They don't, chromosomes don't get attached to those astral fibers. They just get attached to the spindle fibers which grow. लंबे लंबे लॉन्ग फाइबर्स होते हैं.
Ma'am, so what are
समझे?
asters then?
Sorry?
Ma'am,
Yes.
what are asters then?
Astral fibers, they're already attached now, those microtubules which were seen earlier in that centrosome ka structure. Those microtubules are nothing but astral rays. Those are the,
Ma'am, so we can say that aster rays and spindle fibers are made up of microtubules.
yes, we can say that. Yeah, both of them are made up of microtubules. But spindle fibers develop during the cell division. They develop during
Ma'am,
the
and,
cell division.
ma'am, and what is turgidity?
टर्जिडिटी मतलब आपको ऐसे एक्सप्लेन करूं, सपोज इफ यू टेक अ बलून, हाँ, रबर बलून जो होता है नॉर्मल, एंड यू पुट वाटर इन इट, ओके, एंड यू फिल इट विद वाटर till the time it becomes very tight, okay, so that you know hardness, that tightness is known as turgidity. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else who wants to ask something? Mohak Gujar, I'll just ask you. Mohak. You were Mohak. Where is this? 1 second, huh? Yeah, if you don't have any doubt, you can leave the meeting. Yes, Mohak.
Ma'am, what did you say that an organelle in plant cell replaces that centrosome?
They are known as polar caps.
Polar caps.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Please show. Okay, I will show. Yes, Adi, I'll just show the slides quickly, huh? Fine. So that you can take the shots. Yeah. This is the first slide. Shall I move ahead? Yes. Yes, Soham.
Ma'am, in which process plasmolysis occur?
In which process?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, आप बताइए कि प्लाज्मोलाइसिस में क्या होगा, आपका अंदर का क्या, what will happen in plasmolysis? Tell me. Water of the cell will go out, or water of the cell will come inside?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it will lose water.
It will lose water. So that means water will go outside. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if water will go outside, then it is exoosmosis.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And ma'am,
Yes.
what is mean by membrane biogenesis?
मेम्ब्रेन मतलब मेम्ब्रेन का फिर से क्रिएट होना,
Ma'am,
रीजनरेशन,
recreation of.
recreation. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem. So I'm changing the slides. Whoever wants to take, please do. Whoever wants to take the screenshot, please do. Huh? Once more, I'm changing the slides. Okay. Yeah, all those who have finished, the lecture is finished. I'm just waiting for you all to take the slides, whoever has missed out. So you can leave now. Chalo. What is tonoplast? It is the membrane of the vacuole in the plant cell. Yes, Kshitij, you can leave. Mehak, it is the membrane of the vacuole. Yes, yes, yes. Paramecium is binucleate. Yes. We are done with the rapid fire round, Vishank. Chalo, with this we finished. Chalo, with this you can be finished the lecture. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Take care.